currently I'm now in a mood to tell you a story related to Trimbakeshwar temple because I just saw a couple of videos and read a couple of blogs related to that. You all know that I am currently in Trimbakeshwar, right? I'm staying very close to Trimbakeshwar temple. I just wanted to read a lot about Trimbakeshwar temple. Actually, I am really very bad with history thing, so just please forgive me if I'm saying anything wrong. There will be many people who knows more things than me, so I just asking for forgiveness on behalf. Okay, so let's begin. So we are currently at Trimbakeshwar temple, and actually Trimbakeshwar temple is actually the union of three gods: Lord Vishnu, Lord Mahesh and Lord Brahma. It is Lord Brahma who have written this world, it is Lord Vishnu who have created this world, and it is the Lord Mahesh or Lord Shiva who can destroy this world. Okay, so what is the specialty of Trimbakeshwar temple is that it is actually one of the 12 Jyotirlingas which is present in the world, and one among them is in Maharashtra, which is in Trimbakeshwar. Yay! And I'm in Trimbakeshwar. So this Brahmagiri hill, which is very close to Trimbakeshwar temple, and it is from where the river Godavari is originated. These all things are really the real things, okay, not mythology. There is a Brahmagiri hill from where the river Godavari is originated, and in Trimbakeshwar temple, this Shiva Ling is not outside the earth; it is inside the earth, and which is one of the biggest specialty of this Trimbakeshwar temple. And people come here mostly for washing off their sins, and also to mukti प्राप्त करने के लिए. There are some people who get sudden deaths from accidents, from snake bites, from such kind of things. Sudden deaths happen sometimes for some people in some families, and these people come for the mukti, for the peacefulness of those people in this temple, and there are puja related to that in this temple. And I don't know much about this puja, but there is the one special puja here is Narayan Nagpali puja, and I don't want to go deep into that topic because that's a whole another level of story. You can Google it, it's very interesting. So in between the Brahmagiri hill there was an ashram where many rishis were living there, and one of them was the sage Gaudam and his wife Ahalya Devi, and there were so many other rishis present there. So this is actually a mythology, okay, not a real story. So one day this big scarcity came up, and all these living beings on earth was suffering from this scarcity, and Gaudam wanted to help, so he started praying to the god Varun, and this god Varun presented him, accepted his wish, and presented him with a kund with a lot of water in there, which will never ever dry up. So every other living being on the earth started praising Gaudam, this Rishi Gaudam, and all other rishis were obviously were jealous of him. So all other rishis were wanting the same thing. They wanted to defame this Rishi Gaudam. They started praying to Lord Ganesh. Actually, Lord Ganesh initially didn't accept their wish because it's actually a sin, right? What the Rishi Gaudam did was actually a pretty good thing. He wanted to help this world from all the suffering, right? They were facing this scarcity, and he wanted to just help. But unfortunately, Lord Ganesh had to accept the wish that was asked by all other rishis, and he presented before this Rishi Gaudam as a weak cow, an unhealthy cow. And what Rishi Gaudam did was he tried to protect it, he tried to feed it to make it healthy, but unintentionally, it was an unintentional act. The cow god died. It was actually the plan by the other rishis because they wanted to defame him, and this plan worked out. This cow god died, Actually, everything is happening because of Lord Ganesh, and all other rishis were happy, and they started throwing stones and everything over to this Devi Ahilya and to Gaudam, and they wanted to shut Ahalya Devi and Gaudam out of this their ashram. They told him that just go away from here, just don't come back, and Rishi Gaudam was really upset about it. So he started to pray to Lord Mahadev, Lord Shiva, and his wish was granted. He got presented before this Rishi Gaudam, and actually this Lord Shiva knows everything that was happened to Gaudam, and he actually told Rishi Gaudam what actually happened. But he was not being angry at all. He was not at all being angry on hearing all of these things from Lord Shiva. He just asked him to just wash off his sins. So for the same, what he asked was that to make river Ganga, Devi Ganga from heaven, to appear on earth. And he actually granted his wish, but river Ganga doesn't want to stay in earth because it is not where the Lord Shiva is present. River Ganga told that I will be there wherever Lord Shiva is present. So this Rishi Gaudam asked Lord Shiva that, can you please stay here, because we wanted river Ganga here, and he granted his wish, and it is from where river Godavari is originated, and it is because Triambakeshwar is still alive. It's pretty real out there, and also it's a story out here. And actually, long back, this Brahmagiri hill was not open for all for trekking, because Brahmagiri was actually considered as a form of Lord Shiva. So climbing over the body of Shiva, the form of Shiva, is actually a sin, right? So Brahmagiri hill was actually denied from trekking, okay, from climbing. But later on, some changes happened, and everything happened, and there were some steps, 500 something steps were built there, and it was open for trekking out there. You can just climb through these steps, and you can get onto the top of the Brahmagiri hill, and you can see the river Godavari from there. That is pretty cool, right? And actually, I'm going to there tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. Okay. So hello guys. I'm going back to sleep. It's actually it's pretty late, 11:15 now. From tomorrow on, we will be on trekking. So until then, bye. Take care. Bye. If you are new here, please subscribe. I hope you enjoy my videos. So until tomorrow, until my next part, bye.